Welcome, folks, to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where folks have been shouting "Hotty Toddy" since the very early hours today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Rebels will kick this away to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the same runner's got it again. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Defense makes the stop after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field.
Will he score here? That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bama. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Rebels come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a target, and it's complete. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score Alabama 14, Ole Miss 0.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Just ran away from the defense.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moves the ball up to the 30. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he pulls in the catch. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he goes down after a huge gain. What a play for this offense. The spark they needed.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Alabama 21, Ole Miss 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Trying to extend the play. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Second down and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the receivers got it. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, just really impressed by this defense. They're backed up near their own goal line, really doing a good job of rallying to the football in these last couple plays. Now, let's see what happens here on this 3rd and goal.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And this one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Press coverage now from these DBs. Quick throw. The catch is made. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron.
Big gain. Catch made at the 30. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are. Anymore with Alabama, you just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Off the RPO, clock to the right. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
It's a quarterback keeper. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, tie. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. And the Rebels will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. They'll try a pass here. Grab down the middle. It's Proctor. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback keeps the football. Got the 1st down, now looking for more. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayer.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Close to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Back to the end zone, ruled out of bounds and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got it.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got 1st and goal.
And now the defense able to bring him down. The Rebels come up to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. They're setting out to try the PAT. Quarterback, it's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's got some room and some blockers here. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, your best player is going to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the Rebels' offense is back out on the field. How aggressive will this offense be? They can get into field goal range easily, but maybe they'll take a shot at the end zone. And it's a throwaway. It's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Incompletion sets up a second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He steps out of bounds at the 26. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. An inside give now from the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 17, set to kick off.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he'll set up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this 2nd half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Receiver in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. And the Rebels are looking to keep this drive going. First down, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Let's it fly to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. The Rebels will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. QB decides to keep it here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Well, he beats the defense with his legs and his speed, but also with his mind. Because a nice job of coming down the line, reading the defense, making the decision to keep the ball, and then finding that lane to pick up those great yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Extending the play now. Got a lane. Can he get in? Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback drops back. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Ball carrier tackled there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. And the game just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down, looking to throw the ball. The ball is caught.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. On the run here. Lets it go. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down there.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down. That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Alabama 42, Ole Miss 20.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Trying to come all the way back. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 42, Ole Miss 34.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. The punt team making their way on the field. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Defense is coming after him. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Caught near the goal line. And they've got him.
Well, Chris, it's crunch time here. That 3rd down did not work out. It sets up a big-time 4th down late in the game. What will be the call here to get the ball into the end zone?
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Boy, what a great job by this offense to put this touchdown up on the board with under 3 minutes to go. It's a no-brainer. You go for 2 and try to tie this game up here late.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he doesn't make it. Stop short, and the defense preserving a 2-point lead here.
That keeps the score Alabama 42.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 12 sets a kick this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. They'll work the clock here with the running game. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up 4th down.
they go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Rebels are in the red zone.
42 Spider, go!
He hands it to the back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Running a quarterback sneak here. So now we'll have a field goal set. One of the biggest moments of this game so far. And this to almost certainly win the football game. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the go-ahead field goal, they get set to kick off, just need to prevent a big return here in the final seconds. We'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Well, you love to see a game come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only